Okay, hello and good evening. So today we have a short presentation about Airbnb and how it is a perfect example for a lean startup and how it went from just two guys in their room to a multi-billion company. So we will first start with a really quick recap of what a lean startup process is, and the most important part of it is that it's a continuous feedback loop with the main parts being customer orientation, experimentation, hypothesizing, validation, and learning. And these are continuously happening. There's no order. It's very flexible, very fluid. Apart from this feedback loop, we also have a more closed loop, which is your build, measure, and learn feedback loop, as well as your minimum viable product. Now, minimum viable product is where startups generally tend to work and perform. Now we will be talking about how Airbnb has used these processes in their development of the business.
The key target audience is visitors of design and music festivals, and that a lot of visitors will be looking for affordable living options. So customer orientation was that guests will enjoy this informal, cozy atmosphere, this comfortable environment and local interactions. Their learning process was that founders realized the potential of this idea, but decided to switch to another key target audience. Decided to make this concept a bit broader, and to focus on travel audience in general. The customer orientation in this next stage was that due to some housing crisis which was in 2008 and some pre-election events, there will be a very high demand for housing. So they launched their site again, updated site with an inbuilt maps with locations. It was only temporary success once again. Investors were really interested, but unfortunately, eventually they refused to invest in this project. And then founders decided to make another very risky experimentation. They decided to make politically focused cereal boxes with two candidates. Draw attention of Paul Graham, co-founder of startup accelerator U Combinator. They raised funding and created Airbnb as we know it today. Mm-hmm. So in this slide you can see these updated versions of Airbnb site with inbuilt maps where users could find different locations.
And then Airbnb continued with the idea that financial crisis affected to the people, so people wanted to make some extra money by renting their houses. So there was the idea to make a travel business to continue do it. So, but what the hypothesis that hosts just don't know how to promote, how to market their homes. So Airbnb founders just offered them the professional photographers to do their images and then to make the site better. And the next step was developing their own payment system, because the hypothesis was, and the problem was that cooperation with different local national systems was really complicated, and they didn't know how to verify any payments, so they ended up with creating their own payment system. And also hosts were complaining about the lack of accountability of customers in respect their housing. So the Airbnb founders created the house insurance product.
Using the lean startup tools and mechanisms, the next thing they launched in 2016 was the Airbnb experiences. And out here, basically, what they talked about was so out here the point was, how to interact with the hosts and the visitors more, and how to come back to the original concept of having a local immersion. So basically Airbnb has been using a lot of these concepts of experimentation, customer orientation especially, and learning to develop the startup and the company more. So if you guys want, you can read the PPT, we'll upload it. Yes. Thank you.
See you.